Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is Yvette Abbey, Sassy Bonnet, and Talks and More with Yvette Abbey. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. Thought I'd come on tonight and give everyone an update as to what's going on with me and just to discuss some things.
All right, Kobe. Oh, that's the after night? This is the after night, the morning after. The morning after. And he's bringing her coffee. So far, so good. Kobe and Emily are so cute. We had sex one time, shower, and then twice this morning. Twice this morning. All right, Kobe and Emily. So apparently there was fireworks. 2 times in the morning. Very nice, very nice. That's the number. Hey, I'm happy. Most of all, I got a big feeling. Get outside of the bed. Don't even lay here and discuss it.
Hello there.
Oh my God, I'm probably gonna cry when I watch the movie. Oh no, that's gonna be. Oh my God, I'm so excited for him. I'm excited too. I'm just so full of, excitement and happy because seriously.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I don't know why I'm nervous. I do this every time I go live. I should be used to this, be comfortable. Well, I've been gone for a couple of weeks off of YouTube. Well, on my channel. Um, I had to take a personal break from YouTube for personal reasons due to my health and a lot of emotional, stressful issues in regards to not just my health, but with the bullying and harassment that been going on since January of this year. It's just really taken a toll on me, and I just had to take some time off of YouTube. Which I should have, instead of taking. Well, sometimes it's great to take a break from YouTube, and I needed that break, but I shouldn't let my bullies have the power of controlling when I go on YouTube. And I'm just trying to stay positive and encourage, because a lot of times with the online bullying on YouTube, it it takes its toll. I mean, you can be happy one minute, you can be sad the next. You can not want to get out of bed. I mean, there's been days I didn't want to get out of bed. I mean, when you're a bully, you don't know the effects that what your bullying does to somebody. You don't know what state of mind people are in. I mean, people, you know, have a lot of um, inner issues mentally and physically that, some people, you know, are committing suicide. I'm not at that level, but it's like, why put someone in that direction to even think about that? I don't want to even think about suicide, but it's it's at a point where it's like, when is enough enough? When it comes to cyberbullying and harassment, when is it going to end, and when is it going to stop? I mean, it was terrible what was done to me, and I will repeat it on the mountaintop and say it over and over again. It's not. I I'm not okay with what was done to me. And now one of my bullies has the nerve to go into my inbox and inbox me and say that they've known for months. Now they're claiming for months that they've known that I didn't do this, but they're the main accuser, accusing me of doing heinous crimes. And yet now you want to come out and say you've known all along, but for all these months, you want to just sit with your hands tied behind your back and not say a word. Yet you woke up from a coma, did a live, accused me of all these things, accused me of heinous things, and then you rode on the coattails of another content creator that said that I did these things. And then you hid your hands behind your back again and took the video down. And then when I asked you to tell the truth, you didn't want to tell the truth. All you want to do is a quote unquote apologize, but yet you apologize but won't take ownership for what you've done to me. You don't want to take ownership for what you've done. You want to say you're sorry, but you won't admit to what you've done because you know you were in the wrong. And you go on somebody else, another content creator's platform, and 4 months go by. You know, after you've said nothing, you said nothing for months. You go on another content creator's panel, and out of the clear blue sky, you say Yvette Abbey, wasn't a troll. That came out of left field. And now today you want to sit here and inbox me because you have guilt because I went on another content creators panel and told my truth as to what you did to me. I didn't even say your name. Goes to show how guilty you feel. And I've asked you over and over again to tell the truth, but you don't want to tell the truth. You won't admit what you've done. You want to say you're sorry, but you won't take ownership for what you've done. And what you've done is cruel and inhumane. To sit here and say for months that you've known that I wasn't doing any of these things to you, but yet now you want to sit here and say that oh, I never did these things to you. You've had 5 months, 5 months to correct this problem, but you didn't do anything. You didn't correct the problem. You just continue with the narrative. And now you want people to feel sorry for you and say, "Well, I said I was sorry." How how do you expect for me to take your nonchalant attitude with your sad sorry? That was your sorries are not sincere. Because if they were sincere, you would take ownership of what you've did to me and what you've done to me and take ownership of everything. Just because I go on another content creator's platform and speak my truth, then you want to go behind the scenes, send me a message, say I'm sorry for for hurting you. I've known all this time that you weren't the one. When you made a video about me after you woke up from your coma, remember you forgot about you woke up from a coma, right? Don't forget your coma. You woke up from your coma. It's not letting me mod you for some reason. It's just so frustrating to go through all these months of being bullied and harassed for no reason. All for a click and a view. All for a click and the view and the almighty dollar. That's sick and heinous. And you know you're in the wrong. And you call yourself a woman of God at that. That's 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 the kicker for me. You call yourself a woman of God and you doing all these crazy things behind the scenes, hiding your hands, hiding your videos. When you told me that you were gonna put all the videos up, but yet you took the videos down, put a few of them back up, but the ones, I'm just you're just sick. You're a sick individual, and you need some help. I mean, you really need some help. It's very frustrating to go through all these months and try to get past all this, and then you inbox me, even though you won't do the right thing and say what you're sorry for. That would mean admitting your lies that you've told all through YouTube. And I'm I need to apologize to myself and to my subscribers for not coming live, but I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry because I had to take care of me. Because this was mentally draining. It was it's been it's exhausting. You know, to have somebody that you don't know harass you, bully you for no reason. And it's going on all over YouTube. For what reason? For a click and a view. And it's horrible, you know, that our community of YouTube, you know, thrive off of this stuff, thrive off the drama. I had to take a step back, and think about myself and my own health. I have medical issues going on. On top of all of this, you know, it's overwhelming and overpowering, and it's it's hard to daily um focus on real life when you have people on the internet that stalk you in chats. They talk about you in videos, and it's like a lot of people that they don't understand. When they say, well, she said she was sorry. Yes, she said she was sorry, but she wasn't sincere with her sorry. She didn't take ownership for what she did. And the other content creator, I'm not expecting an apology out of her because she doesn't have an apology bone in her body. And it's sad and it's sick, and there's a place for people like her in hell. I'm sad to say. It's just really, really sad, and it's just frustrating that we all have to go through this. I mean, people are creating all these small beasts with one another when we should all be collaborating and working together, because YouTube, there's enough money to be made for everybody. There's enough subscribers for everybody. And to have these setbacks to where, you know, it's frustrating to not want to get out of bed. I mean, who wants to have to deal with that on a daily basis? Somebody taunting you, video after video after video, calling you out your name. You know, it's just it's sick and it's sad and it's ridiculous. And I mean, we gotta stand together, support one another. Subscribers, content creators, we gotta support each other. We gotta put a stop to the madness. We gotta put a stop to the bullying. We gotta put a stop to the harassment. And it's not right and it's not fair, and we got to stick together because you know we just have to. you know you know we're not in high school anymore. We're grown adults. you know I can go to whoever's chat and support them, whoever's channel. We all have the right to go to any channel that we want to go to. But then you have these content creators and subscribers that get so fixated on subscribers, or not subscribers, content creators, to the point where it's like a gang mentality type of situation that's going on these YouTube streets. You got people that are real life threatening and showing up people's homes and calling people's jobs, and you know doing the deep diving and digging and personal information. For what? I mean, it should not get that serious. YouTube needs to be fun, and we need to get back to doing content. I shouldn't have to spend a Sunday evening battling it out with a content creator who don't like me. That's supposed One of them's supposed to love everybody. They're supposed to be so spiritual and so, godly, but yet they want to personally attack me for a click and a view. And they're not even monetized. That's what gets me. They're not even monetized, and yet they want to mentally destroy me while they climb the ladder of YouTube. Well, I'm not letting that happen. That's for sure. You're not gonna, you know, stay in my mind, in my head, because I'm gonna conquer the demons and the devils on the of these YouTube streets. You're not gonna have that space in my head anymore. You got you you have no right to be in my head. Mentally, physically, you have no right to be in my space. If you don't like me, don't watch my channel. Don't follow me to other chats. You know, just leave me the hell alone. Stop making videos about me. I already told the one content creator, I've told them, leave me alone. They can't keep my name out their mouth. They can't stop messaging me. That's harassment. And I asked you for the truth. You don't want to give the truth. So if you don't want to give the truth, we got nothing to discuss or say. So don't inbox me and tell me nothing until you are sincere with your apology and you own up to your mess. For Because I'm so sick and tired of this BS, all these lies, months and months of harassment. And now you want to say you've known all along it wasn't me. You've known all these months it wasn't me. You're very confused and you're a very sick person to be going back and forth to saying 1 minute I'm stalking you and harassing you and cyber hacking your accounts, harassing your family, and then you go into another content creator's channel 4 months later and saying, "Oh, it wasn't even Abby. She's not a troll." And now you're saying all these months, 5 months, and you say you've known that it wasn't me. I don't get it. Because I don't think you were in a coma. Because all of a sudden now you remember perfectly. I wasn't the one, but when you came out of your coma, I was the one harassing your family. Yes, I'm mad and I'm pissed because you don't have the right to come to my inbox and harass me for going on another content creator's channel, telling my truth and supporting them, and telling my truth of being bullied and harassed by you and another content creator. I'm not afraid of you. Like I said before, I'm not afraid of you. Bring it, bring it. Come on, bring it. Because all you're going to do is tell more lies. You're never going to admit the truth. You don't have an honest bone in your body. I don't care who you say you believe. If you say you believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, I don't know who you're believing in, because the Lord Jesus Christ that I know don't do this kind of stuff on YouTube. Hide their hands, hide their videos, tell all these lies, scam people for money. It's a money grab. It's a scam. You've been quiet for a couple of weeks. Now you starting to come back around with your nonsense. You need to log off of YouTube. Everybody's been telling you that, but you won't listen. A hard head makes a soft behind. It literally does. And frustrates me that you won't be honest. You won't be honest. You want to, you know, have these behind the scenes chats and talks with me. I I won't know no part of it. You're not being an honest woman. An honest woman will own up to their mess, their lies. Own up to your lies. I have nothing to say to you until you be woman enough to tell the truth and stop lying. Stop lying. Don't inbox me unless you want to inbox me the truth. Because I don't want to hear no more. No, I don't want no more private messages trying to get to me, and you're trying to throw Andrea in this when she has nothing to do with this. Trying to throw her under the bus, saying, "Oh, Andrea, didn't believe you did it either." What? Andrea has nothing to do with this. Andrea has nothing to do with this. You had no right to send me your private messages between you and Andrea. And if you knew this all this time, why would you not go online on YouTube and tell the truth? But yet you let this lie continue for months and months and months. I've had enough of your lies. I've had enough of your messages. Hear my message and hear me clear. Do not message me at all. Because if you're not woman enough to tell me the truth and admit publicly that you've lied for months, and you can't, and don't blame it on any brain injury or coma. Just tell the God's truth. People will believe you if you told the truth. I know I'm in the clear. I know I've done nothing wrong because I don't know you. I just was a subscriber that used to support you until all this nonsense of your lies, all this incoherent stories. And I'm just so thankful that the Lord revealed that to me that you're a liar. It doesn't take that much to figure out that you're a liar. You may have people that are believing your nonsense right now, but the truth of the matter is, and God knows what you've done. And that's what, I may never get the truth, but God knows the truth. I know, I know the truth because I've done nothing wrong to you, your family. I don't know you at all. But yet you want to torture me for months, harass me for months, put another content creator up to harassing me for months. For what? For a money bag, for cash apps. Yeah, that's my theory. Yes, I'm saying it. You were getting cash apps. You answering to somebody. So that was your that's what you were assigned to do.
For ourselves, for our patients, for our kids. So should you.
It makes me madder that these people are being paid to harass people. Cyberbully, cyberstalk. You're not making enough money on YouTube for that. Unless you're getting a large chunk of money, you know, to carry out these assignments. You're sick and inhumane to torture somebody for months and bully somebody for months. You don't know what this has done to my life. You don't know how this has affected me. You don't know because all you're concerned about is money. You're not concerned about the Lord or, saving souls. All you're concerned about is a cash app and doing your assignment. And that's sick. You're mentally disturbed to create a nasty narrative that you've created. The narrative you created about yourself. The narrative you created about me. You're sick and you need help. Only person that can help you is Jesus right now. And you're probably not even open to hear what the Lord has to say because you're so blinded thinking you're Jesus. You're not Jesus. You're not Jesus.
You either have your faith here or you don't. Someone's got to go home.
I mean, quoting scripture and doing the stuff that you're doing, that's not winning souls. Harassing people, bullying somebody, that's not winning souls. Threatening somebody with a pistol, not me, but threatening to do bodily harm to people, that's not Christ-like. That's not Christian. Come on now. You don't even have to be a Christian to know that's sick. That's mentally disturbed. That you would want to cause personal harm to somebody that you don't even know, never even met on the streets, but yet you want to threaten to drag somebody on the streets, threaten to have somebody come to their home. That's sick. And YouTube needs to do something about these sick people. I mean, it's sickening. I shouldn't have to suffer because somebody else has a mental illness. And I have to make choices for myself, so that I don't allow the negativity to damper my spirits. You know, it's easier said than done to say, "Oh, just ignore the videos, ignore the name calling, ignore the bullying, ignore the harassing." But a person can only take so much mentally before they snap. And and it's like I don't want to get to that point where I snap. And I'm handling that personally myself because I don't want to snap. I don't want to. I'm not a violent person. I don't want to turn into a violent person. That's not who I am.
You're kidding. Oh, that's how it is.
And
That's just not how it is. Let me ask you a question.
it's just so mentally exhausting, to where it's like, you know, I'm not into doing tit for tat. I just rather do stuff behind the scenes and do things the legal way than, going back and forth on these YouTube streets because that's pointless because it's just going to create more drama, more stress, more strife. And that's what I don't need. And this one content creator, I mean it. Don't message me at all unless you go on live telling your truth. The truth, not your truth, the truth. Because at this point, you're not admitting and taking ownership of anything. So what you have to say to me is pointless because you're not sincere. Because you've held on to quote unquote this knowledge of me not doing this to you and your family for 5 months. I've been through 5 months of hell and you did nothing about it. Did nothing about it.
He's honest, but he doesn't need to prove it every day with a camera.
And I just want to thank everybody for coming tonight. You know, it took a lot in me tonight to come live because I was so frustrated this afternoon to get that inbox just because I was on somebody else's panel yesterday telling my truth, my truth, which is the truth. And then that bully who I didn't even say their name inboxes me. What the hell? I didn't say your name. You obviously feel some sort of guilt, but you're still not taking ownership for what you've done to me. I don't care how sorry you are, you're not taking ownership of what you've done to me. You've put me through 5 months of hell. You and that other content creator, you have put me through mental hell. And for you to support that woman to do those nasty videos, and for you to do that video that you did when you came out from your coma, it's it's the hiding of the videos for me. I mean, all these hiding of the videos because you know you've lied. You taking away the videos showing the evidence of all your lies so people put the pieces together. And you don't want people to know the truth.
We already ate. Thank you.
And it's time for content creators to stand together, work together, build together, create beautiful content together, and get away from this mess. I mean, today was a beautiful day today. It's Mother's Day. I'm not a mother. Happy Mother's Day to everyone, by the way. Um, but to have this beautiful day and then have to turn around and go live, you know, it it took everything within me not to go live, but I'm happy that I did go live because I'm not afraid of my bullies anymore. You know, I'm facing what I'm facing and I'm moving straight ahead. I'm not letting these people take mental space in my home, my mental home, in my head. You know, you know, I have to be get better for me and not allow them to mentally torture me mentally. I have to allow myself not to let their words cut like a knife. You know, you know, I love everyone that has supported me, supported my channel, you know, for standing by me. You guys have been wonderful. It's just, I just need to take a deep breath, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and not put up with any bullshit. I'm not going to put up with any bullshit from anybody. You know, you can say whatever you want to say about me. I'm the kindest person in this world. Give you the shirt off my back. You know, you know, give you my last dollar. But I'll be darned if I let somebody harass me on a daily basis doing videos when they don't even know me from Adam. You're not going to tell me who to like and not to like, or who to support and not to support. I love everybody. And I wish we could all stand together. Everybody, everybody on YouTube that has a channel, they have different things that they talk about. You're either gonna love them or hate them, or not hate them, but dislike them. Not every content creator is the same. You know, everybody thinks differently. You got political channels on YouTube. You got cooking channels, people that have cooking channels. You got people that talk about 90 Day Fiance. You got, I could just go on and on, all the different content creators that are out there. There is, the possibilities are limitless out there on YouTube. We just have to support each other. I just don't understand why our culture and the black community can't support each other like other cultures support one another. I mean, you have all these other ethnic 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 groups that support each other, whereas we rather stab each other in the back. We rather be jealous because somebody's channel is growing faster than ours, or their content might be better than ours. Everybody's channel grows differently. You got some people's channels that grew in 3 months. You got some people's channels that grew in 6 months. You got some people's channels that took a year to grow. You know, there's enough for everybody on YouTube. There's enough love for everybody. All this hate needs to stop. There's so much going on in these in other countries and in our own worlds outside of YouTube, but yet we want to have these continuous beefs and battles for what? Some of us are not even monetized, and we're beefing and battling and threatening and threatening to show up, and you know the animosity is just ridiculous. We got to work together. We got to grow together. You know, it amazes me, just amazes me that we don't stick together for our own people. We rather stab each other in the back and screenshot and private message and all this other carrying on instead of being grown men and women, pardon me, and just, if you got a issue with somebody, you talk to them. Whether it be behind the scene or you know mediated with somebody else or on a live. I mean, it's not that hard to communicate. That's part of our problem as a community. We don't communicate. We communicate, but we communicate with violence. Our first thought is violence instead of love, we want to show violence, and that's really sad that you know the first thing we think about is harming somebody, then you know embracing somebody, and you know a lot of us have a hard time. Those that are um, that have been on YouTube as content creators for a while, a lot of you all have a hard time um, when new content creators come on the scene. We have a hard time supporting each other. I mean, you might not like somebody's channel, or you might have a common interest that you never know. You can collaborate with people, but if you stay in that mindset of, I'm only going to focus on my channel, I'm not going to help the next person grow, that's not helping build a community. We already have issues in our community, and it it it's something that I struggle with. You know, being a new content creator. You know, will I get the support? You know, you know, my channel's new. I'm still learning StreamYard. I'm still learning YouTube. I'm just taking it one day at a time. That's all I can do is one day at a time. Step by step. It's not easy because I started out as a subscriber, and I'm just taking it day by day. And just trying to conquer my giants. But sometimes you have to take time out for yourself, and you have to take a YouTube break. And that's what I had to do a couple weeks ago. I just had to, not so much, not so much as um, go to other chats, but I was just not in the frame of mind to go live because I just didn't want to get out of bed. Or I could have done it from bed, but nobody wants to do a live when you're down and depressed and feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders and you don't have anyone to turn to. And you know you people on YouTube, they don't want to, they're not going to listen to what you have to say. But everybody deals with depression and sadness differently. And it just took its toll on me to where it affected some things in my health. Dealing with things in my health, and just the combination of all that, it was just so overwhelming. And you know the voices in the back of my head with the harassment and the bullying, all that, it just took its toll. And I just had to just say, you know what, I have to focus on me. But when we say we take when you say you're going to take a YouTube break, you need to take a YouTube break. You don't just say, "Oh, I'm going to take a 30 day sabbatical," and then you're back online 5 minutes, 10 minutes later, the next day, the so on and so forth. I mean, sometimes it's okay to log off and come back a couple days later or a month later when you're refreshed. Your mind is clear. You can think better. You can function better. Because I felt much better, taking like 3 weeks off, almost a month off. you know I feel refreshed, renewed. you know I feel empowered to be the best content creator that I can be. you know I don't have to say the perfect things, because I'm just being real with everybody. I'm not perfect. you know this is new to me. And I'm just being me. I'm not trying to uh, get a click in a view. I'm just being me and sharing who I am with YouTube, those that are on YouTube, sharing my trials, tribulations, and troubles. You know, because we're all going through trials, tribulations, and troubles, and my trials and tribulations and troubles might help the next person. You know, you know, mental illness is a real thing. Believe it or not, some people think it's a joke. Some people don't take it seriously, but you don't know, what goes on in someone's head when they don't feel like the world loves them or people love them or that they're wanted or you know that they feel like they're a nobody. you know it it's frustrating. It's it's hurtful. It's numbing. And some people lose their battle with depression and with mental illness. So many people, famous and non-famous, are losing their lives to mental illness when it could have been that one conversation or that hello or that smile that you give them to brighten their day, or an encouraging word that could have stopped them from ending their life. We're so into me, gimme, 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 my name is Jimmy, that we don't think about other people. We don't think about how other people cope, with their inner thoughts, inner being. I'm the type of person where I let things stay in. I let it build up until I'm backed into a wall. After I'm backed into a wall, all hell breaks loose. I get angry. I get frustrated. You know, Anything may come out of my mouth because I'm so frustrated and pissed off. And I'm human. Never said I was perfect. You know, and you know, I uh, I'm learning day by day to take a deep breath. Don't hold it in. Don't It's not good to hold things in. You got to talk to somebody. You can't just allow yourself to build up all that frustration, that anger, because that anger, you could lash out at somebody. You can hurt somebody's feelings. You know, you can, there's so many things that can happen when you let stuff build up. But it's just hard for me to say what I feel to people because a lot of times I'm just blunt and brutally honest, and it's just hard to watch what I say and how I say it to people because you don't want to offend people, but you want to be honest and transparent with people. You don't want to be fake or phony. You want to be real with people. And I try to be real and honest with people, you know, and it gets frustrating at times because, you know, all you want is the truth and honesty. And that's what relationships are built on, truth and honesty. And it's just hard to express feelings and emotions when you're broken. It's like I said, it's frustrating. I'm day by day, I'm working on me. I don't care what is said about me, what is, what videos been done about me. I don't care anymore. I care, but I don't care. But I'm going to focus on me and not, you know, what's said about me. I'll address it if I have to address it, but I'm going to focus on me and taking care of me and my health, because if I'm not healthy, I won't have a channel. I'll be dead. I mean, I have to take care of me and my physical being, mentally, physically, and spiritually, because I'm not good to my subscribers if I'm so mentally out of it that I can't even think for myself. And I want to be able to use my platform to help other people who have gone through the same thing that I've gone through, or who are going through what I'm going through. It's healing, just being able to open up and and express how I'm feeling right now, because I've held everything in for so long, because I just let all that hurt and anger build up to where I just lost it. And even as I think about it, I'm still frustrated, because I'm never going to get the truth. YouTube's not going to get the truth. And I don't care if their feelings get hurt. I don't care about their feelings. All I care about is my feelings at this point. I'm the one that matters. Me. This person here that's been tortured for months. I matter. I matter. And I'm just thankful for those that have supported me through all of this. Those that believed in me, knew that I didn't do anything wrong, knew that these were lies. Thank you for your support. Thank you for standing behind me and rocking with me and believing in me and standing with me and not against me. It's so easy to start beefing with somebody for a click and a view to get for a couple of bucks than to rock with somebody and build each other's channels up. It, this you know what's so hard about helping build up other content creators that are coming up to where we're all, you know standing together. We're all winners. In the end, we're all winners. Whether we have 200 subscribers, 30 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, 15,000 subscribers, we're all winners. We all have the same goal. So I don't understand why everybody wants to beef, and everybody is so concerned about how many subscribers somebody else has, how many, you know how many times their channel has been viewed, you know whether they're monetized or not monetized. Who cares? Some people are doing this as a hobby, some people are doing it as a career, you know but it's like, we gotta stick together. We gotta put it into the bullying, put it into the lies, put it into the nonsense. We have to support one another. We can't get remove people off of YouTube if we're constantly beefing. I mean, it makes no sense to do get someone off of YouTube if we're all constantly battling each other. We have to be a unity, and stand together, and not fight each other. Because you know that other content creator, that they'll eventually, you know lose their channel eventually. you know but we're focusing on the wrong things because, and I mean, they've been on YouTube for forever, but it's like we're losing focus. We're so focused right now on fighting each other than the original what the original goals were. And that's the sad thing. It's like we're so worried about, oh, these subscribers are going over this person's live, and we got this content creator beefing with this content creator, and back and forth, and you got subscribers carrying bones, going from chat to chat, and it's just too much. Too much. I mean, people need to stop carrying bones, and you know, either you're going to support the content creators you're going to support, or you cause it, or you're going to cause a division. I mean, there's already enough sectors already. I mean, people are creating more division on these YouTube streets, and battling for what? A click and a view. I mean, it's just ridiculous. All these beefs. Uh, you know, whether or not someone said hello, and when they were greeted, or whatever the beef is. You know, we all grown folks. Get over it and move on. I mean, we all, you know, we just got to get along. You know, put away this foolishness of, I don't like this person because they're this, and I don't like this person because of they're that. Support who you want to support, but don't try to tell me who to support. Just because you have an enemy doesn't mean they're my enemy. And what I'm trying to say is, you might have a beef with a content creator or subscriber, but don't turn your beef into my beef, because I don't know what has transpired. I don't know what's going on with your beef unless you tell me about your beef. But even still, that's you know, there's two and three sides to every story. You know, you know, I'm just not. I just there's so many people, content creators and subscribers, I'll say, that straddle the fence, and it causes a lot of friction on YouTube when you straddle the fence and play both sides. When you just need to just say, I'm going to support who I want to support. You can't put a gun to somebody's head and say, you can only go to this person's channel, you can't go to that person's channel, you can only support this person, you can only support the people I like, but you can't support who you like. I mean, that's crazy mentality right there. That's a dictatorship. And I know YouTube is not a dictatorship, but you got some content creators that treat their channels and their subscribers like we're in a third world country, when we're not. We have the power of choice. We have the power to make decisions. We have a right to go to whoever's channel we want to go to. We have the right to say what we want to say. We have the First Amendment right. Free, we have the freedom of speech. You know, I might not like a certain content creators, like, story, or or their live, whatever it is. That doesn't mean that I don't like their content creator. I'm just going to agree to disagree, that I don't like their, whatever they were talking about. Or there might be things that I agree with, and then there are things that I don't agree with in what in their content. But that doesn't mean that I don't like their content creator. And I think content creators need to be more clear and concise and consistent. When I mean that, I mean it's like, I'm just gonna say it. If you're gonna take a break, take a break. And sometimes if you come in repeatedly on your channel talking about mess and saying that you're not gonna talk about the mess, but to still talk about the mess, it's time to take a little break. And it's okay. Your supporters will still be there for you, you know. But really take a real break. You can still support other channels when you're on your break, but just refrain from discussing what's deeply hurting you. Because a lot of times we have a tendency, um, when we go live, to talk about the things that piss us off, or talk about things that's on our mind. And sometimes our our content gets into a personal battle and beef about people. And it's okay to express how you're feeling, but you just it, I don't know. It's just it's just frustrating.
I'm waking up next to Kobe for the first time in 2 years. And other than the snoring, it was perfect. It's great to like be in his arms.
It's just real frustrating. Right? We can agree to disagree respectfully. And that's the thing. We have to respect one another. We're not respecting one another. We're not respecting each other's opinions. No one's respecting each other's opinions. We have a right to an opinion. You can have an opinion, but you can express your opinion respectfully. That doesn't mean you have to love the person that you're commenting on, or their channel, or that you hate them. It's just it's an opinion, and we have you have a right to respond to an opinion. You just have to respectfully agree to disagree. And it's just it's just frustrating. It's like we gotta stick together. I just don't understand why people want to just create, like, sparks, little fires here and there, and carry bones. And you know I mean, people are calling CPS, and you know putting people's addresses out, and doxing, and you know calling jobs, and all that's not necessary. You don't need to be calling somebody's job when you don't even know them and making up lies. I mean, for a click and a view, it's not cute. It's not funny. It's just a stalking. That's what that is stalking. And people just need to stick together and support one another, because it's frustrating that we're not supporting one another. We want to continue the battles. I mean, here it is, 2022, and we still arguing about the same mess from 2021 that happened on YouTube. You know, all this avatar stuff and showing your face, and it's just, you know, following robots and, you know, doing commands that a robot tells you to do. I'm not following no robot. I'm sorry. Not I'm not doing that. Sorry. I'm not supporting somebody that I can't see. I'm not, you know, I mean, and if I can't hear their real voice, forget it. You get all these people, you know, going to different chats and throwing up butter knives. I mean, we're grown people. Throwing up butter knives? Come on. Avengers, or whatever you want to call them, whatever they want to call themselves. We're not in high school. You know, some of us are in our 40s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and yonder. But yet we want to you want to throw up butter knives, think that you're you're tough. Yeah, a lot of old ladies carrying bones. I mean, it's just sad because, you know, you have some great there's some great content creators out there. If they stuck to content instead of mess, you know, stick to their content instead of carrying bones and creating mess, YouTube will be a much better place, you know. And if we supported each other instead of being concerned about who has more subscribers than you, or who's monetized, you know, or super chats and all that kind of stuff. I mean, people need to stop focusing off the money and focus on reaching the people, the subscribers. You know, support support who you want to support. You know, but I'm not understanding how a lot of these support subscribers support violence, support harassing people, and get a kick out of it, and clap and cheer, yay! You know, that's not, that's sick. You know, it's really sick, and it's just it's 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 time that people start standing up for themselves. If you're being bullied, if you're being harassed on YouTube, stand up for yourself. Do whatever you have to do to stand up for yourself. Do whatever you have to do legally to support yourself. And whatever you do, you know, you don't need to broadcast it. If you do, you know, great. If you want to update people on what you're doing, that's great. But move slowly, move swiftly, and move silently is what I recommend. You know, you don't have to, you know, do grandstands on on your platforms and say, I'm suing everybody who come against me, this, that, and the other. No. You know, there's a proper way to handle trolls and bullies and harassers, and you know, they'll have their due day in court. That's all you know, I will say that, you know, they will have their due day in court. You know, you know, people just, you know, people need to take bullying and harassing seriously, you know, and stop playing the victim. You have a lot of content creators out here acting like they're the victim when they're the bully. No one's a victim. When you're a bully, you're not the victim. You know, and I refuse to let a bully run me off of YouTube. Forget that. You're not running me off of YouTube. I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to keep going live and pressing forward. You don't have to like me. You don't have to love me. I love myself. I love myself enough to not let you torture me mentally. You know, I don't have to allow you to torture me mentally. I can clip that off. And and don't let your bullies follow you everywhere either. From chat to chat. Bullies and harassers, they like to follow you and stay in the bushes. While you're commenting or making a comment, seeing if they can catch you talking about them or saying their name. You know, I I I'm just sick and tired of being followed. That's harassment. You don't need to be following me from chat to chat. Be a grown woman and log off. You don't have to follow me. You don't have to follow me, plain and simple. You know, and you're doing yourself more harm by following me. Because I'm not, when I'm going to chess, I'm not thinking about you. Unless I'm sharing an experience of what I've been through, I don't think, I'm not thinking about you. Yeah, there's a lot of criminals on these YouTube streets. A lot of scams going on. People want to deny that they're doing scams when they're doing scams. Anytime when you're being paid through a cash app, and only wanting cash apps, that's a red flag right there. Trying to see what the chat's saying here. There's some content creators I used to enjoy watching, but when I can see that you have an evil spirit or your true colors are starting to show, it's time for me to unsubscribe and move on. You know, when you're talking badly about other content creators and starting wars and beef with other content creators and insulting people and just being demeaning to other people, it's time to move on, to find content creators that are not about the mess. You know, you know, I hate drama. I hate being put into drama. I hate being um, thrown into drama. And I hate when people that I support, you know, get pulled into drama when they just doing their thing and doing their channel. And you got haters. There's a lot of haters that are envious and jealous. They're thinking about themselves and not thinking about other people. I mean, I mean, it's almost like YouTube is starting to get like you go to, let's say you go into to a church and you don't like what the pastor's saying. So you don't like what the pastor's saying. So you get mad and you get offended. Say, well, I'm not coming to this church no more. Anybody want to come with me? And then you want to start whispering to their half the congregation, and you know, do you agree what the pastor said? I don't agree what he said. I'm gonna go somewhere else. So you try to take other people with you. So then you got a congregation that's in chaos. You got people mass exiting just because of somebody else's opinion. And that's how YouTube is becoming. I mean, it's like you get one content creator that that people love and adore, and then you got another content creator that has has a bone and beef to pick because they don't like that content creator for whatever reason. So they want all the subscribers to not go to their channel, and vice versa. I mean, we have grown. I mean, you can go to anybody's channel, support who you want to support, but you have to watch who you support. I mean, because if you get caught up in that drama and that mess, be prepared for the consequences that come with being drug up into that mess. A lot of people, they don't think about that. Subscribers, they don't think about that. You participating in the drama, but when your name be added to the court docket, then what you gonna say? Well, I was just supporting the channel. I I mean, come on now. I mean, you got to be careful with who you support and who you capping for. You can't be capping for people that's doing illegal stuff, doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing, harassing people. I mean, how would you feel if somebody from your job found out you was on YouTube harassing somebody or bullying somebody? You know, in a lot of jobs now, they check out your social media. I mean, it's not that hard to find who you are and all that stuff these days. You can find out about a person in a split second.
Hey, what's going on? Okay, that was terrible. That sounds just like you. I'm not that bad.
And I'm just
Yeah, okay.
thankful for the subscribers that I do have. Those that came out to support me tonight. I thank you all. And I, I think you know, I love you guys. I mean, from the bottom of my heart. I mean, when I came on here tonight, I felt totally defeated, and I just felt defeated. I just felt like I don't know how to describe it, but you know, I got enough confidence and boldness now that I could roar like a lion. You know, I'm not afraid of no bully, no harasser. So they can make whatever kind of video. I know there's going to be a video tomorrow. I'm betting on it, counting on it. I don't care. Get mad, get frustrated, yell, scream, holler. I know the truth. God knows the truth, and you know the truth. We all know. Everybody knows the truth. You just don't want to admit the truth. You don't want to admit you lied. And I can't see how you can live with yourself knowing what you've done to somebody else and call yourself a woman of God, a Christian. And that's another thing. People needs to stop throwing their religious beliefs in other people's faces. Because if you say you're a Christian or Muslim or whatever your religion is, act act like who the God that you believe in. If you believe in God or Muhammad or whoever you believe in, walk like you walk with integrity and act like act like the guys that you believe in, and stop pretending, carrying on this facade that you are holier than thou, and that you you know I It's just it frustrates me when people hide behind scripture, the Bible, and I tell the truth. And the Bible talks about truth and integrity, but people don't want to walk in it. It's sad. You got people that coddle these people that don't want to tell the truth. They give them a pat on the back and say, "It's okay. You said you were sorry. If she don't want to accept it, that's on her." That's right. That's on me. It's up to me to decide to accept your apology. And the apology was not sincere. And it did not come with truth and honesty. Plain and simple. And I'm sticking to what I'm saying because I'm sick and tired of somebody doing live saying, "Well, I said I was sorry. What more do you want me to say? I said I was sorry." That was arrogant and ignorant. Just dumb. Might not have saved and apologized with an attitude like that. And to the subscribers that support that content creator, you're wrong. I mean, she might feel okay apologizing to clear her conscience, but she didn't sincerely apologize. And I don't care if she can apologize a million. She needs to apologize a million times. As far as I'm concerned, 5 months of hell. You put me through 5 months of hell. You you you, you could apologize like canary. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But unless there's some sincerity in it, I don't want to hear it. If there's no truth in it, I don't want to hear it. Plain and simple. I don't want to hear it unless it's sincere. Unless it's sincere. So it's like your save the sorry for someone who cares. Because I mean, I mean, and yes, of course they say, forgiveness isn't for them, it's for you. Blah 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 blah. Yes, that's true. But when you've been through what I've been through, I'm sorry. I it, it I'll heal in, in the timely manner that I can mentally heal because this has been draining. And this is not something that you can get over overnight when somebody accuses you of a crime, a cyber crime at that. It's sick. It's just sick. They need help. They really do need help. And I can't fix them. Doctors can't fix them. Whatever God that they believe in, that's the only person that can fix them. If he can fix them. Oh, thank you, Queen Mermaid. I'm just like, yeah, Amina is just awesome. Yeah, Amina, she rocks. I love her videos. I love her channel. Everybody support Amina and her channel. Let's build her numbers up. Let's support one another. Anybody else has a channel out there? You know, shout out your channel. We'll support you. You have my support. Let's support each other. Let's believe in each other. Let's build each other up, not build each other down. Let's rock together. We can only go up and not down. Let's go up as high as we can go in these YouTube skies, so to speak. Let's just show love, show compassion. You know, just show love. Let's believe in each other. And people know when they connect with the right content creator and subscribers. You know,
I don't think I want to
I
take everything
and
now.
I'm just I'm honest. I mean, if I see something, a content creator talking about something that I don't like, I'll bring it up. That's just that don't mean I don't like them.
During the winter
I mean, and everybody has a different interpretation of a person's content. Like you got several people that uh, do content on 90 Day Fiance, and there's different opinions all over the board. You got content creators that do Real Housewives shows and stuff like that, and there's all kinds of views and content creators that have difference of opinion, and that's okay. But that doesn't mean you harass content creators and subscribers because you don't like somebody content or you don't like their channel. You can support somebody from a distance. You can continue to support the content creator, but you don't have to you know flag somebody's channel for having an opinion. People are getting you know flagging crazy because somebody says something they don't like. That's like tit for tat, like we're in high school. We're not in high school.
my dreams come true.
We're not in high school.
I know that he's trying to do financially smart decisions,
And,
but I think it's better
we're
for us
grown adults,
to fix it because I don't know how
and flagging channels
made him so
and
huge.
everything you're doing to try to get somebody to lose their channel, it's wrong.
It's fun.
Unless, they're doing something, like racial or something like that, you know,
It might be fun.
they'll have their time. They'll get, they'll get taken care of when it's time for them to get taken care of. You know, we really need to support one another. We do. I don't care. I don't care what nationality you are in this sector. We need to support one another. You know, you know. There's so many different talented content creators. Amina is talented. You know, Goody is awesome. Her commentary is awesome. You know, she just says what she says and speaks her truth. You know, and she goes about her day. You know, she's still she's the type of person that if you ask her for advice, don't expect to get the advice that you don't want to that you want to hear, because she'll give you the advice that you don't want to hear. And I like people like that. They don't sugarcoat anything. That's why I love Goody and I love Amina because they don't sugarcoat nothing that they see in these UT streets. They don't coddle anybody. They don't single. They don't just you know pick and choose people. Everybody is can be a target, so to speak. You know, no one is like no one is like um comment
I lived in struggle with my
free. What not comment free. No one's from reproach or whatever you want to call it. Everybody's at bat, so to speak. Everyone's a everyone's a target. So there's no, you know, oh they only target so and so and so and so and so and so. No, everybody, everybody. They come. commentate on everybody. You comment on rabbits and robots and all that kind of jazz. I hope everyone had a great Mother's Day. You're catching the flu. Hot toddy time. Oh, thanks, Queen Mermaid. I hope you feel better. Thank you, Carol, for coming tonight. And Vibes Design, thank you for coming. Mina, thank you for coming. I'm missing anybody? The Vegas girl, thank you for coming. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for coming. I am about to end this live. And I'll probably come back tomorrow. Probably come back tomorrow night. I don't know what I'll talk about, but I'll figure out something to talk about. Thanks again for the support, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Thanks for coming to the live. I'll see you guys tomorrow.